Good day, I'm Charles Cornralt, and this is Tuesday afternoon. We as Midwesterners have quickly become accustomed to a new kind of programming presented to us on television. No longer do we enjoy the drama of shows like Mannix, but now we watch by the thousands reality dramas like The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. No longer do we laugh at the antics of shows like Green Acres. Now we're mesmerized by watching someone named Snooki on Jersey Shore. What is the future of television? Where are the dramas, the comedies, and yes, the soap operas? Today we'll be sharing with you the first in a series of specials that will show you that television, like you grew up with, is alive and well, with programs produced by KLUK TV in the county of Sweet Swine. Distributed by Our Story Productions, KLUK TV produces talk shows, a game show, and a reality soap opera like you watched in the 1960s. Today we're going to take a closer look at one of those stars of KLUK TV's hit reality soap, As the Corn Grows, Lawyer Ed. We first met Lawyer Ed when an angry cousin John barges into Lawyer Ed's office and announces that he's going to be contesting Aunt Ella's will.
But you know, let me give you some advice, John. You can't contest this will. This will is ironclad.
But I want...
No but about it. Aunt Ella, she prepared this for you. She decided what everything she wanted you to have. It's right here. Let me look at this just a second. Here's a clause right here. It's a basic clause. It's right there. It's right. It says, what she left you is exactly what she intended for you to leave to you.
Come on, let's be serious. Urban Katie is a city girl. You can't possibly think that she's going to move from California back here to Minnesota to run a farm.
Well, let me check with Edna. Edna, when is that sexy young lady from California coming? One with the nice legs. And she's yeah, right. Yeah, that one. Yeah, today.
Today? She can't be moving in today.
Oh, hold on a second. Edna, right? I got an appointment with her. What time is that? Oh, okay. John, look, I got an appointment with her at 1 o'clock, and I got a bunch of stuff to do. Edna, can you help John out?
This is not the end of this.
Well, you can see that Lawyer Ed is someone to keep your eye on. But who is Lawyer Ed? When you want to know about a Sweet Swine County citizen, you ask Norma. That's Nosy Norma from Edie's Cafe.
Hang on, just hang on. What? Yes, Lawyer Ed is a regular at Edie's Cafe. 1 egg scrambled and a glass of water. Never in my years of waitressing has an order better fit the customer. Scrambled, that's how I would describe Lawyer Ed. Over the years, I've gathered some info on Dear Ed. As the youngest of 3 children of Harold and Ethel, Lawyer Ed grew up in a family that had long been prominent members of society. His father was the senior partner in Mortimer, and Snout, the most prestigious and only law firm in Sweet Swine County. In high school, Lawyer Ed hankered after Aunt Ella. She hankered back. The pair was so popular they won the coveted king and queen titles at the senior high prom. The yearbook tagged them as most likely to stay together for all time. To his father's chagrin, Lawyer Ed's drama teacher encouraged that he follow his artistic ambitions upon graduating from high school. Ed rebelled against his father's wishes that he become a lawyer and announced that he was heading for Hollywood with his wooden duck, Quackers, a gift Aunt Ella gave him, to pursue a career as a ventriloquist. The marriage so widely prophesied in the high school yearbook was not to be. Ed and Ella parted ways when Ella, though heartbroken, couldn't bring herself to leave Sweet Swine County and the farm she loved. Teary-eyed, Ed took off alone for the bright lights of Sunset Strip, Route 66. After several years of failed auditions and seeking out a living in dark, smoke-filled ventriloquist clubs, Ed and Quackers returned to Sweet Swine County, hat in hand, and enrolled in law school at Purdue University, PU, where he graduated top of his class of 3. Ed became legal counsel for his lost love, Aunt Ella, hoping to rekindle their relationship. Unfortunately, she died before much could happen on that front. To fill the void after the death of Aunt Ella, Ed proposed marriage to anyone he met who had the name Ella. Several failed Ella marriages later, Lawyer Ed lives alone with Quackers. Lawyer Ed now suffers from vision problems after an unfortunate running with scissors accident. One of his eyes was affected. He forgets which one that is. In the early 1990s, Lawyer Ed started a highly successful internet hair loss club for men called the Comb-Over Society. He has attracted such high-profile members as Donald Trump, Bruce Willis, and Ted Dancer. And that's Lawyer Ed in a nutshell. And I mean a nutshell.
Thanks, Nosy Norma, for that informative report. Lawyer Ed has represented many Sweet Swine County citizens. Lawyer Ed secretly records all his clients on VHS tapes, allowing him and us to see him in action. His ease with his clients gets them to open up to him. No better example of this is while meeting with Mrs. Swanson, Lawyer Ed learned that there is more to Mrs. Swanson than a good hot dish recipe.
Well, good morning, Mrs. Swanson. It's good to see you. I suppose you're here to go over your will again.
No, it's time for the truth.
Mrs. Swanson, this is an attorney's office. Truth?
About Cousin John and Aunt Ella.
Mrs. Swanson. Mrs. Swanson.
Was Cousin John adopted?
I promised Ella I would never mention this to anyone.
Then it's true.
Yes, it's true. John doesn't know. But Rupert, Ella, and Mary know.
Finally, after all these years.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Swanson. Did you say something? Are you all right?
Lawyer Ed, did you know that in my younger years, I was working for the CIA and I was an operative in Russia?
Mrs. Swanson, are you trying to tell me you were a spy?
Been there, done that, and I've got a t-shirt to prove it.
Perchance, Mrs. Swanson, did you take those pills? Did you take that big red pill, the big red one? You know, the big one, the bomb.
My mission ended with a sanctioned affair with a top KGB official.
Mrs. Swanson, you can't say top KGB agent. You can't say affair. You can't say sanctioned in front of quackers. This is a family practice.
And on September the 25th, 1956, I gave birth to a baby boy.
September 25th, 1956. Oh my. Mrs. Swanson?
Well, as you can see, Lawyer Ed is a professional. An example of this is when he represented Elmer Plow in what has become known as the trial of the century in Sweet Swine County. Let's take a look at the master in action when he questions Prairie Ann.
I'm Princess Fatima.
Princess Fatima? I guess I shouldn't be so surprised. She was a dancing safety hazard that night. Okay, now get to the part about this being an accident, and I can be home by supper.
Well, you are. You were pretty fantastic there. Did you ever think about becoming a professional?
Yes, I have.
Objection, Your Honor. Sustained. Lawyer Ed, please direct your questions to the case at hand.
Would you please repeat for the record what you just blurted out in the courtroom?
Well, as I was saying, Katie was running late, and she asked me if I would feed Moki. So I opened up the can of Kitty Shrimp Banquet. And just as I was opening it, I tripped on Moki's toy. And it was like this force had taken over my arm, and the Kitty Shrimp Banquet just went everywhere.
Did any of that Kitty Banquet Shrimp dinner get on the tree?
Yes, it was on the tree, and it was on the rug, and it was on the antique clock, and I thought I had it cleaned up. Katie, I'm so sorry.
Your Honor, in light of this new evidence, I ask that all the charges be dropped against my client.
After each office visit, Lawyer Ed verifies their story with Nosy Norma at Edie's Cafe. In this case, with this shocking revelation about Mrs. Swanson, news traveled fast throughout Sweet Swine County. After hearing the rumors, Cousin John and Miss Minnie met with Lawyer Ed, fresh from the courtroom.
Come in, John, Minnie, have a seat. What a show yesterday. Wasn't that quite some excitement in the courtroom?
Oh, you were remarkable. The way you objected to this and objected to that. You were as good as Matlock.
You make an old lawyer blush.
Yeah, it was really great how you got old Elmer out of the prison orange and back into that Elmer Plow khaki we've all come to love so well.
Oh, well, suppose we should get down to work then. John, what can I do for you today? If this is something to do with Aunt Ella's will again, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
No. It's nothing about that. It's about this foreign-looking birth certificate I found and this fairy tale that old lady Swanson's trying to tell me. What can you tell me about that?
Oh, that.
Why, Lawyer Ed, you are as white as a ghost. Whatever could be the matter?
Benny, can you excuse us for just a few minutes?
Sit down, Minnie. You might as well hear this, too.
Johnny, you're not dying.
God, no, Minnie, I'm not dying. Lawyer Ed is an attorney. If I was dying, I would go see, I don't know, maybe Dr. Ed. Here, just relax. Have a drink of water, okay? Help yourself, Ed.
The truth of it is, I was sworn to secrecy for this entire adoption.
Adoption? Johnny, are you adopting a baby?
No, Minnie, I'm not adopting a baby. What do I adopt a baby for?
My biological clock is still ticking, but you're no spring chicken.
Minnie, so then it's true. I am adopted.
Yes, John, it's true. Rupert and Mary adopted you when you were just days old.
You're adopted?
Yeah, I'm adopted. What about this KGB spy thing that she keeps telling me about?
Well, it's not a fairy tale, John. As best I confirm, she is your biological mother, and your father is Russian KGB.
Lawyer Ed works to make money, to help all his clients, none more than Prairie Ann when she meets with Ed to see if she could sue her sister. And later, Lawyer Ed meets with Daisy May, Prairie Ann's sister.
Can I get this? Hello, yes, no, right, yes, yes, go ahead.
Ed, you're supposed to be talking to me, not working with somebody else, another client.
How long do you think I was on that call?
What's going on? Oh, 30 seconds, I guess.
30 seconds. Alice, can you bill that last caller 6 hours and 47 minutes? Make it an odd number. Charles did his research. Perry Ann, look at you. You are all banged up. What happened to you? Been in a car wreck?
I've been backstabbed by my sister.
Stabbed?
Yes.
Stabbed?
Stabbed by my two-time and hussified boyfriend-stealing sister. And I want you to sue her for everything she's got.
She, rich?
Well, she's a photographer to the stars. Giddy up.
Yes.
She's got more money than Cousin John.
Oh my gosh,
You've got to help me, Lawyer Ed.
I'll be happy to help you get every dime that's coming to you.
She sent me to jail, Lawyer Ed. Officer Dave put me in the slammer. And
Women
then,
behind
and he put me in with this big fat woman named Irma. It was awful. It was horrifying.
I got to ask you a few questions when you fill this out. When did this unprovoked attack by this slimy Daisy May occur?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, okay. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
It was Sunday.
Sunday, the Sabbath. She attacked you on the Sabbath.
I know.
Oh, I love it. You can't make this stuff up. You know what I mean? You can't make this stuff up. I want you to smell this. Just to smell this before it starts. Smell that. Can you smell what that is? Can you smell anything at all? That is the smell of a
money?
lawsuit.
Lawsuit?
Lawsuit. I love that smell.
I think I'm gonna hyperventilate.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Here, I'll use the lawsuit to cool you down. Okay.
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Why would this Daisy May
Lawyer
attack
Ed,
you?
why does anybody do anything?
This is a homicidal maniac.
I've been nothing but kind to her. I think she is. She is homicidal. I've seen that in her.
Homicidals.
I can tell. I can tell.
Homicidal maniac.
Good.
Okay. I can see this is upsetting you, but there's no reason to get upset. We'll make up something. I think the one thing you have to be reassured is that there's no person that exists in this world who can't be sued, even if there's no reason. Don't worry.
But she stole my boyfriend when they had their bathrobes on when I went to her house.
The bathrobe thing, I'm telling you, I've used that in court before, and it's with global warming and things like that. You know, there's a lot of I've used that.
Who cares about global warming?
Well, that's the way you save water.
Don't you care about me?
You know what I mean?
Hurry up and get them drawn up, please.
So she stole your boyfriend.
She stole my boyfriend. She's a two-timing hussy.
Your boyfriend had a relationship with her and with you at the same time.
Yes,
so
it's a love triangle. A love triangle.
You can't make
this stuff up. And I didn't even know about it.
Okay, now the second thing I have to ask you is where did this attack occur?
At her place.
At her place?
Yes, at her place. She beat me up at her place.
You were not at your house, not in the sanctity of your home on the Sabbath?
It was at
in
her
the sanctity of her house on the Sabbath.
It was at her house, her home.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get around this. So why did you go there?
I was gonna let bygones be bygones and make everything up to her and forgive her for everything she's done to me in the past. And then when I got there was her and Garrett in their robes and oh.
In their robes?
In their robes, that two-timing hussy. You've got to sue her. You've got to take her for everything she's got.
What kind of robes were they?
Oh, I don't know, Lower Ed. It was like the zebra snuggie thing or something. It was disgusting. It was just disgusting.
Well, there goes that fantasy.
and she said, and he said to her, get rid of the salesperson. He thought I was a salesperson.
What do you think he was selling? Like encyclopedias or something? I mean, you know.
Who knows?
I can just see it. I see it now.
Who knows?
And so then she attacked you, right?
Well, not really. I threw the first punch. I was so wrapped up, and I just pushed her down on the bed.
Don't worry about any of this because we can change all the facts around. This is America. We're going to court. We'll make up everything that happens.
Yes,
we'll take all the facts.
She
we'll change
won't
them
remember.
around.
She won't remember a thing.
What if he cares what she remembers? We'll make it all up. We'll change it. Well, I'm not.
Excuse me, Lawyer Ed, but Daisy May is here for her 1 o'clock appointment.
What? Why, I oughta.
Wait. I'm glad you only got one arm. Hey, good to see you.
So how's the paperwork for my lawsuit coming along?
Well, we've run into a little glitch.
Glitch? What kind of glitch?
Well, you see, a glitch is a legal term, which means that after I say that word, I can charge you twice the original price.
I didn't ask what a glitch was. What kind of glitch are you talking about?
Well, there seems like there's a little conflict of interest. I'm representing Prairie Ann in that lawsuit when you stole her boyfriend.
What? You can't sue someone for stealing their boyfriend?
Well, you know, you wouldn't think you could, but you know, there's a thing called alienation of affection. I should have used that in my last divorce.
Well, what about my $5,000 retainer check?
I'm keeping that.
What? You didn't even do anything.
Well, you know, once you gave me that money, I spent the last 2 weeks thinking about nothing but that. How could I keep that money? So I thought of research, I've written letters, I've made phone calls. And in fact, when this meeting's over right now today, as this little conversation we're having, you'll owe me $98.03.
That's outrageous. You'll be hearing from my attorney, Lawyer Ed, my new attorney.
You can afford 2 attorneys? Wow.
Lawyer Ed, the most successful attorney, well, the only attorney in Sweet Swine County, still dreams of making a comeback on the stage. Take a look at a couple of opportunities that may make his dreams come true.
Katie!
Hi, Lawyer Ed.
How's the TV business going?
Oh, it's going wonderfully well. In fact, I've had meetings with my staff and my on-air personalities, and everyone is just coming up with these wonderful programming ideas.
You have some great ideas, huh? Well, you know, I've got some great ideas myself. I've been thinking about talking to you about maybe a legal show.
Really? Well, you know that all of our programming is legal, Lawyer Ed.
It is?
Yes, you of all people.
No, I don't mean that kind of legal. I mean like a legal drama, like Matlock, like Perry Mason, something exciting where you have some very distinguished individual come out and represent the typical Midwestern-looking lawyer, you know?
Now, let me ask you this. Did you happen to have a lawyer in mind for that?
Well, maybe you haven't really looked at me in the right light, you know? Maybe you should take another look at me. You know, I may think I represent most of what most aspiring lawyers in the Midwest try to be, and I don't want to seem desperate, and I don't want to toot my own horn.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I think I represent something that would be pretty impressive in the Midwestern legal community.
Well, thank you, Lawyer Ed, for the idea. However, I don't think we're going to do any courtroom dramas, and, you know, I've been looking for Mrs. Swanson. Oh, there she is! You know what, excuse me, Lawyer Ed, I've been waiting to talk to Mrs. Swanson. I've got to go.
But Katie,
So, I'll see you later.
Katie, wait! Oh, yeah, Willie, right. Yeah, no, I know you're anxious. I know you're worried. You got a lot to worry about, but yeah, no, things are all right. Don't worry. Yes, there's fingerprints all over the crime scene. They're your fingerprints. They know that. But Willie, remember this. You worked there. Come on, it's logical for them to be there. We can get out of that. Don't worry. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know he picked you up from the lineup. I mean, he's very nearsighted. He didn't have his glasses on, and He won't. And besides that, I've got a backup plan. I've got a guy who's going to make arrangements to have his glasses broken right before we go to court. And I got this optometrist who owes me a favor, and he always pays me in the same way. He's going to make some glasses that this guy couldn't recognize his own mother. Don't worry about it, okay? Yeah, right. Oh, what's that? Yeah. I think you're right. That videotape was pretty damning, but I'll tell you, that's kind of underhanded too. You know, this is some of my best lawyer work I've ever done in my life. You know, I tell you, right now there's a really powerful magnet sitting right beside that videotape. By now, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, and don't worry, Willie. I promise you this: I'll get you out of prison if it takes me 40 years. Don't worry, I'm with you. You can count on me. Yeah, right. This is Lawyer Ed in action here. Yes, sir. Talk with you later. Yeah, bye now. Oh yeah, just one second more. Edna, yeah. Mr. Salage is in here with me now. Yeah, right. Can you get that police blotter? I gotta get somebody that needs an attorney real fast. I need a new golf cart. You know what I mean? Yeah. It doesn't have to be much. I'll turn it into something big. Don't worry. Yeah, bye. Thanks. Okay. Okay, Ronnie, I apologize, Ronnie. I know you're here to talk about suing Cousin John. I know that's what it's all about. And I'm telling you, John, I've gone through it. You have got not a great case, not a good case, but a great case.
No. Cousin John and I settled that out of court.
What?
Yes.
Out of court? How can you settle it out of court? There's no drama, there's no trauma, there's no billing on my part. I mean, what? That's un-American. That's like a communist plot. It's un-American.
Yes, out of court. Now, just focus, Lawyer Ed. Focus. I've got to pick your brain.
Ooh, picking my brain sounds like a consultation. My consultations run about $65 an hour, and they've been that for a long time.
No. This is not a legal matter. This is about Aunt Ella.
Ellie?
Yes. Now I've been reading her journals lately.
Seems to be a lot of that going around. You know, Katie was in a couple of weeks ago asking me questions about all sorts of things involving Aunt Ella.
Or was she now?
Yeah, asking me about Aunt Ella's visits out to California to visit me.
Aunt Ella went out to California to visit you?
Yeah, she did.
Now, why would she leave Sweet Swine County and go out to visit you in California?
Well, she used to come in January, and that probably is probably a really good idea. She said that even though she couldn't marry me, that she couldn't bear the thoughts of losing me.
She did now. Well, and she did this every year.
Every year in January. Until 1956. It's the same year that I met Quackers.
56?
Yes, and then my career just took off and we were...
56. Well, didn't you ever wonder why she stopped visiting you?
Yes, I did. And she said that she just had to break it off, that it had to be finished and over with. And she said that she had the farm and I had Quackers, and we would be doing the same thing. This is the thing I never understood. She said we'd be doing the same thing. We'd both be laying eggs. She'd be laying eggs in Sweet Swine County, and I'd be laying them all over North America.
Say, on a serious note here now, Lawyer Ed, focus again.
Okay, all right.
Okay, now would you consider being on my new TV show?
TV show?
Ronnie Stinger.
Can I bring Quackers?
Well, sure.
Oh, one more question. What about can Quackers and I do an Elvis impersonation act? You know?
Woo!
Watch how she does this. Love me tender, love me true.
Absolutely perfect. You betcha.
All right.
Lawyer Ed, attorney, ventriloquist, and founder of the Comb Over Society. It proves that television like you grew up with is alive and well with citizens from the county of Sweet Swine who live and love as the corn grows. I'm Charles Cornralt. Thank you for watching Tuesday Afternoon.